Hi, y'all. Happy Saturday night. Um, had a pretty good day today. I mean, I slept a lot, but you know, things we got some things done today. Um, I'm thinking about the fact that a long time ago, when I was younger and more foolish, I fooled around with hallucinogens, and one of the things that was interesting about hallucinogens is if you take them enough times, you start seeing patterns, like patterns in dull rugs and asphalt and concrete sidewalks, just random variations in the texture or colors that you see, make for these interesting in like oriental rug like patterns, like really intricate spirals and uh, um, just kind of arabesque patterns that are all over the place. And the thing is, if you do acid enough times, and I've done it about 100 times, you start seeing them permanently. So like when I go outside, even though it's been over 32 years since over 32 years since I last dropped acid, I still see patterns in pavement and patterns in concrete and patterns in floors and rugs and things like that. And I think it's just the mind taking random noise and trying to put signal to noise, like looking for any patterns in random noise. And
that's exactly what that is. Like, we have science on that. For those kinds of hallucinations specifically, it's pattern recognition part of the brain being just a little bit oversensitive for one reason or another.
Yeah, and I think
that's the result.
And I think that's a human thing. I mean, it also really brings out your pareidolia, the whole idea of seeing faces.
Well, that's a big pattern recognition thing. Yeah, that's like the number one one.
Like, for example, this wrinkled tarp-like thing that separates the wall has different shimmering reflections, and when I look into it, I spend time, I guess, like in the old days, they used to call it scrying, staring into random patterns and seeing things come out. You start seeing stuff like faces and figures and things like that, and that's just random noise. I mean, I can see why people in the 19th century would do weird shit like that, like break an egg and look at the patterns, or why the Romans looked at haruspices where they read the entrails of animals. I mean, it could get pretty convoluted looking for little bits of randomness to find pattern, especially if you want to imbue some kind of meaning from the god or gods in it, or whatever spiritual powers you worry about. So it's just kind of interesting that that when you tap into like things like entheogens and psychedelics, that you tap into these pattern-seeking things. I can definitely see why so many people go on religious trips when they take acid. It's really interesting. Anyway, that's a little known aspect of my life I don't talk about much because it's been a long time, and I haven't done drugs in 30 or so years, and I don't drink or drug anymore. So, but there was a time when I used to party, and I used to do things that I would definitely be in trouble if I was doing them today. Anyway, you all have a good day. That was my thought for the day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.